guys, dolls, and everything in between. Welcome back to Peach's Picks, your one-stop podcast shop for all the geeky crap your mom doesn't care about. Second series on Chaingear Gaming. As always, my name is Peaches, your mocha host with the most, and to my left is my VP, my Vice Presidente, the Presidente of the Vices. That sounds about right, actually. This is Angel Ortiz. Mira, mija.
Yo.
On PSN.
Yes.
You are the Vice President of the Gamer Inclusivity Guild at Leslie University, our club at Leslie. So if you go to Leslie and you like video games and you miraculously found this small YouTube channel in the center of the YouTube spectrum, like a little planet in no man's sky,
somehow, somewhere,
you should join somewhere. Do you know where that's from, by the way?
No.
Because it's been stuck in my head for probably 15 years.
I haven't. I wasn't expecting that number.
So, Angel, you and I play a lot of video games together.
Yes.
And we've been obsessed with one recently. Even though we haven't been able to play it a lot, but we...
School.
Oh, yeah. Lots of school. Oh, God, there's so much school.
But we're together.
So much school. Yes, we are. We've been playing 7 Days to Die.
Yes.
It's an indie game published by Telltale Games.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, I know. I just played the Batman.
I was like, when did they... did you... Wait, you actually played the...
I played the first episode.
How'd you like it?
It was beautiful. Yeah.
What kind of Bruce Wayne did you make? Because me, it's... First of all, Troy Baker's Batman is weird. Because I was just like, Troy, it's your voice in every other video game.
Sounds the same. Yep.
When Travis Willingham as Harvey Dent was like, hi, I could be Batman. I'm like, yes, you could be. Like, you probably would sound like a lot better Batman. The guy that voices Sully is in the game too. He's the crime boss that you're in the billiards room and with.
Carmine Falcone.
Yes. I was just like, it's gonna be one of those two. It's gonna be Falcone or it's gonna be who's the other?
The Russian.
Like, yeah, the
It's
Russian.
just called the Russian.
But it was cool. I liked the first episode a lot. And if you want to know me and Chaingear's thoughts, that's already up. I'm pretty sure. It might be, because I think the audio recording got a little messed up, but it should be there. Anyway, we've been playing 7 Days to Die.
Amazing.
It's a survival game. Now, when it comes to survival games, I like them. I like them a lot, but they could be very, very stressful. I don't know if you've looked at the other ones, like Rust or Survival, or Ark Survival Evolved. It's
not my entire my thing. Survivals are not exactly what I dig, but...
Sure. Oh, there's a lot of digging in these freaking games. There's a lot of digging. Anyway, so Rust is basically this game, only not polished at all and no zombies. And there's a big like multiplayer focus, so you can build whatever the hell you want in Rust. But the big thing is that you're defending yourself from other players, not necessarily zombies and stuff like that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that definitely isn't.
No, fuck those guys.
No, I'm really not into that. But I'll tell you what, 7 Days to Die has us by the groin. It has its firm fingers around our crotch. And I keep thinking about it when we're not playing it. So as someone that doesn't really enjoy survival games all that much, why do you gravitate towards this? Is it because it's ever so vaguely similar to Minecraft? Or like, what's the appeal?
I love playing with you, first of all. It makes the game 10 times more fun, even if
it's like any other game.
Yeah, if you play with people, it makes it more fun. And for me, like, 7 Ways to Die is just 7 ways. 7 days to die.
I think we died more than 7 ways in that freaking game.
There's way more than 7 ways to die. But for me, it is a lot like Minecraft, but like the cool thing about it is that it's different every time because you spawn in a different point and there's different resources depending on the biome you are spawned in.
Just like Minecraft.
In Minecraft. But like, when you travel, you can travel and change biomes in Minecraft. If you travel far enough, you will find snow or a desert somewhere.
And these biomes are freaking huge.
You can't change biomes. You are stuck there.
You eventually can, but it's just going to take a couple miles.
Fucking long time.
Because what happened with our game is we spawned in the biome called Scorched Forest. Twice. Because we died horribly in the other servers. Like, we had like 2 or 3 other servers before we got to the one where we decided to like, okay, we're gonna commit, we're gonna figure this out.
Well, there's no instructions.
That is true. I mean, you have one vague quest at the beginning that shows you the real basics of like,
But like, basic.
Make an axe, make a bludgeony thing, make some clothes out of plant fibers. So you start out naked.
Literally.
Kind of.
Well, you have a loincloth.
In Rust, you have your knobs out. Like, you have a rendered penis that has
That's
physics
amazing.
and boobages
Great.
and vaginous.
That's what I need.
So if Rust ever comes to consoles, that's going to be the main appeal. Angel, we're like 40 hours in and you're still not wearing clothes. It's like, I'm going to take advantage of the physics. Look at me go!
I have no pants on.
I have to show you. It's on YouTube too, so it's hilarious to look at.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so what else do you like about it? So far the appeal, rather, as to why you,
The variety of crafting is also really huge.
Oh yeah.
It gets enormous, the amount of things you can build.
Make mini bikes.
You can make mini
Minecraft
bikes.
ain't got no mini bikes.
No. And also, like, it's just like, there's so much that I haven't done yet, and we've been playing for a long time, but there's still a lot of things, like, we haven't even lived 7 days.
What feels like a long time. Yeah, we never even got to the
days.
titular 7 days, because our friend Nicole Ellison Muse has been helping us. The Platinum Queen of the Self-Esteem team.
Came to our aid.
Yeah, because she and her friends have been playing this, like, a crap ton. So, but before we get into that, before we get into the meat of this podcast, which is going to be our stories in 7 Days to Die, I guess the reason why I like it so much is that it's an ever so hardcore experience that I could share with my friends. Like, being able to, like, sustain and, like, help feed each other is, like, really, like, thematic and really cool. But we can't ignore the elephant in the room, is that this game looks like garbage.
It looks terrible.
It looks so bad.
The textures are really what bothers me the most. Like, it's everything, it just looks terrible.
This is created on Unity, like a good gigantic percentage of games like in the indie market right now. Yeah. But the thing is, people are like, well, Minecraft's graphics aren't good at all, but people like that. I'm like, there's difference.
That's intentional.
Yeah,
Minecraft's very intentional.
So it's all, pixely stuff. It's all like
it's the way it was created.
I think voxels is the right way to say it. It's like, it's a very intentional art style to the point where it looks charming and endearing. It's just blocks. It's just Lego blocks. But this goes for the realism sort of thing. What do we have to maintain? We have to maintain food, obviously.
Drink, your temperature, your internal temperature.
The temperature stuff freaks me out the most.
Oh yeah, because you're all of a sudden cold. There's like no sense of weather, minus like what it feels like. So your character can be cold. Yeah, and cold. So you're 2% wet.
Yeah, 2% wet.
3% wet.
You'll step in a puddle and be like, I am now 4% wet. 4% of me is wet.
I'm 100% wet. I don't know how.
I
think it's raining.
Yeah.
You don't actually know.
And half of the rain effects are like missing half the time, so it's like, I don't know what is happening right now. So here's the main core of the game. You collect resources, you mine resources, you craft stuff, and you survive day by day. And as each day passes, every 7 days, there's something that's called a blood moon. Like something in like Terraria, because we didn't play Terraria a lot yet, as much as Becca Lee, our friend Rebecca, would like for us to play with her. But each blood moon, zombies get extremely ravenous and attack you no matter where you are. So, like, I guess the main goal of the game is to really see how long you can survive. But you have to find shelter, you have to fortify that shelter, and you have to make sure that you're well fed and you're well armored and you have good weapons, blah, 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 blah.
Survive the blood moon.
Yep. So, our first night, we're going to get right into the meat of the stories, because as crappy as this game looks and how awkwardly it plays, it's still really fun and really addicting. As I noted in my article, if you go on medium.com/@HeyTherePeaches, you'll find my article, 7 Days to Cry, because there's a lot of, oh my god, there's just so much to this game.
It's incredible.
Our first night, I don't know if you remember first night at all, because we've had a lot of first nights, but more often than not, zombies are straggling around like
We spawned 3 miles apart the first time.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So you and your friend will spawn in the map together, but you'll not spawn alongside of each other. So you have to go... Oh my god, this freaking process. Because it also centers around PvP, so you can like kill and attack your friends if you want to make factions for yourself. But...
It took me forever to find out how to do the ally thing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So you have to go into the menu, and which there are a lot of menus.
You're not sure which one is which?
Oh, no. It's like how Witcher started out. I'm like, I don't know where anything is. Like, where...
What is this? I just wanted to know what this monster does.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to go into the menu. You have to send an ally request to another player in your party, and then you have to accept the ally request, and then you have to click show on map to see where you are, and it's not even like on the actual map, because you're when you look at the actual map in the game, it's very limited. You can like strafe to the left or right and zoom out a little bit, but it's on like a compass dial, like any other quest would be in any other open world game. So, and it with a very vague mark, like, oh, and just 3 miles away.
Well, the farther you are, the smaller the dot gets. So I was like, where the fuck are... is that a marker?
Yep.
Little tiny green circles. Like, is that you?
Yep. And you play on the couch. Me, I play like directly up against the screen as much as my ophthalmologist would really suggest me not to do. But so a good portion of the beginning of the game for us is running 3 miles or whatever amount of distance there is between us to find each other to start playing the game. But there's so many things in the game that are, again, horrendously, awfully ugly textured that distract us. Like, oh, I found some garbage. Oh, I'm going to look through this car. Oh, there's a small building that zombies aren't around.
It's an apartment complex.
An entire apartment complex. So when we do finally, actually find each other, then we, like, have scraps of clothing that we found. Like, okay, this is the kind of game where you get excited if you find a slightly different colored tank top.
It's incredible. I found a purple tank top and put it on my male character. He looked amazing.
Yeah, and then we got horribly murdered.
And I lost it.
Yep.
So sad.
So we had to build like a really crap shack in the woods. But there's something about the crafting in here when it comes to building buildings in this game that I like as opposed to Minecraft. You can fortify whatever you place down with most building blocks. So you start out with a wood frame, is that right?
Yeah, you can start off with a wood frame.
Mm-hmm. And you plonk it down, and with your stone axe tool, you use the right trigger to destroy it, or L2 to fortify it, so you can make that thing stronger. So, because zombies will be chipping away at those, like, walls, your doors, your windows, that sort of thing.
It was very scary.
Yep.
I saw them coming through the door, and I was like, oh, there was a door there, what happened?
Yep, you were like, are they coming through the door? And we hear, like, a lot of, like, horrible zombie screaming and hands, like...
Coming through the door.
Coming through the door.
Beautiful, disgusting graphics.
We are harping on how horrible this game looks, but if you were to look on any other Let's Play, because, by the way, this game is incredibly popular for Let's Play, you'll see exactly what we mean. I wonder if someone has done, like, a graphics overhaul.
I think they did for PC.
That'd be really cool.
Not for PlayStation.
Because I would love to see the sorts of mods that people put in there.
I would love to see, like, just different textures in general.
Oh, yeah. Entirely different textures.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I would like for this game to be pretty. Until Ark comes out on PS4, which I don't know if it ever will, because it's been forever. Because in that game, you can tame dinosaurs. And ride dinosaurs. And poop in real time.
That's gross.
Yep. You eat, and then be like, you pooped. I'm like, what? And then you find your poop on the floor.
That's gross. What if you're wearing clothes?
I don't know. It just slides out.
Gross.
You know, it just goes down your leg a little bit.
Oh.
Out the bottom of your pants.
Nasty.
And there's like, oh, you got some striped pants. I'm like, nope, I pooped earlier. You sure you want to change your pants? No, it's just a lot of crafting involved.
These are my only pants.
And in that game, you can actually customize your... Anyway, back to Ark. So, let's talk about the core meat of when we started to understand the game, when Nicole spawned in the server with us. So we all found each other. Mind you, we were all spawned about 2 miles away from each other.
It was ridiculous.
It was a little bit freaking ridiculous.
So we had to run to the middle. It was like...
Yep. But it was like night by the time we finally found each other, because we were chopping down trees, punching rocks, crafting like clothes for ourselves, and we finally met up. It was nighttime, and at nighttime zombies get stronger and they run.
They run after you.
They run very fast. They run so fast.
You don't want to be there.
Oh no, not at all. So we made a really small shit shack in the middle of the woods. It was very, very, very not good at all.
Very small.
So
we could barely fit the 3 cots.
Oh yeah. So you have to make a bedroll, and it's not that you can sleep through the night.
No,
like in
it's
Minecraft.
Just there like a spawn.
As much as we'd love to just sleep through the freaking night, but I guess it defeats the purpose of the game. It establishes your spawn point, and we mentioned before that you have to cook food, and you have to satiate your hunger, and you have to satiate your drink, your hydration in order to survive. But here's the thing. Well, we didn't know, because we kept finding like scraps of food and that sort of thing, like around in like abandoned houses and abandoned kitchens and on the corpses. Apparently a lot of zombies have a lot of crap moldy sandwiches on them. I'm not gonna question it.
I'm not gonna judge. Yeah.
Whatever. So apparently what we didn't know is that we needed a cooking pot to actually cook things that will satiate us completely.
But to make a cooking pot, we needed a furnace.
Right.
But to make a furnace, we needed a short iron pipe. To make a short iron pipe, we needed a furnace.
Yep, so we were in this never-ending gameplay loop. But what we didn't know is, again, this is the kind of game where, like, you have to experiment and, like, dick around and really, like, find out what the hell you're supposed to be doing. Apparently, if you take your stone axe and you bust up a toilet, you get short iron pipes. But we didn't know that.
Nope.
We did not know that whatsoever. But either way, it's not like we can craft the cooking pot. Anyway... So the easier thing to do is to like find abandoned buildings, go into their kitchens and such to find a cooking pot. Now here's the issue. Around this point, since the cooking pot is such a base necessity in the beginning of the game, you're not wearing a lot. You have your fiber clothes, maybe some cloth clothes, maybe, and a really crap stone or wood bludgeoning tool, right? And more often than not with these buildings, there are like 6 or 7 zombies lurking around a building.
Yep.
So, and mind you, these buildings are locked. So what do we do when we go see
like you gotta break a window open?
Yep. So what we do is that we take a wood block and we put it down. We jump to the window and we spend like a half hour chipping away.
They're coming.
Yeah, chipping away at the wood embellishments around the windows, the little fortified planks that they put in the windows in order to break in. Now that we're inside, we're half starved, really thirsty, exhausted. We might have been nicked in the little ankles because there are zombies that crawl around and bite the crap out of you.
Little crawlers.
Yep, little crawlers. Oh, by the way, if you hear cars and such, remember we live in the city and our windows open because it's hot.
It's too toasty.
It's 25% hot.
25%. No.
And I'm 2% wet.
2%. Ew.
2%. I'm sweating.
Yeah. Ew.
Well, what? What's wrong with? This is natural. Anyway. Yeah, so zombies will be nicking away your ink, so we're also hurt and everything, and more often than not in these buildings you'll find nothing. But when we found a cooking pot, we were so excited, weren't we?
Oh man, it was a magical thing. I found a cooking pot! Oh my god, I'm so hungry!
And the only thing that we knew how to cook were eggs. We made
boiled
boiled eggs.
And charred meat.
And charred meat. But the thing is we didn't get charred meat yet because we could never catch a deer.
Oh yeah, because the bow is hard to use.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so there are bows and arrows and stuff like that. And in the beginning of the game, that's really encouraged that you use a bow and arrow to kill zombies and stuff like that because there are a wide variety of them. But also there's a lot of food that you can kill. There are pigs.
Rabbits?
There are rabbits that are absolute bastards to catch. There are chickens.
I haven't seen a chicken though.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! They're really small and they're really fast. They're about as bad as rabbits are. But if you smack them, you get feathers as well, which is what you need to make arrows. All right, so we were talking about our main fort in the woods. Let's go to this next topic actually. The many ways that we died in 7 Days to Die. Do you want to talk about some of your worst stories here?
Well. There are points where you would run out of health, and the only way to get more health is by eating a lot of food,
or bandaging yourself.
A
bandage is rare.
Yeah, you can make regular bandages that'll stop bleeding, but medical bandages are rare and hard to find. Also, med kits, but we didn't have any, so it was just do with half of my health. And I walked through embers on the ground.
Yeah, because we're in a scorched forest biome, and there's little... Mind you, textures look like crap in this game.
So the ground just all looks like one giant mesh of things. So I walked through these embers, and I was on fire. And I was like, Chris, I'm on fire! Chris, I'm on fire!
And I turn around, and literally you are in this blaze of fire with your character looking stoic and still with your hand raised help me, I'm on fire. And you're like, oh, no, I don't know what to do. I was like, I wonder if there's a map in here. Oh, God, I'm dead! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna... I was like, okay!
What happened? I was on fire.
And I'm looking around at whatever the source of fire was. I'm like, you mean these lightly, yellow-colored textures on the ground that vaguely look like ash? What is this? Dark Souls 3, this ain't.
Nope, not at all.
I think my favorite story was when, after you died, I was trying to find some, because we also died in a very dangerous area, because there are lots of zombies everywhere. We were near, this power station. So... I decided to run back. But mind you, a crawler bit my ankle, and so my leg became sprained, so my movement speed was decreased. And I was like, okay, that's bad. And it's oh, there's another zombie that smacked me in the face and was like, you are now infected. I was like, apparently we can get infected by the zombie virus, and the only way to get rid of that is antibiotics.
Oh, and tea. I think there's a tea that'll get rid of it.
I don't know what kind of tea, though.
I don't remember. There's too many teas.
There's way too many teas. In real life and in game. So I was sprained. I was infected. So, and then I got smacked by another zombie, and I was bleeding. So here I am, hobbling with what I imagine half of my arm, like, on the floor. And I was like, oh god, this is it. I had to run to the house so that way, like, when I die, my backpack will be ever so closer to the house that we established in.
And I spawned naked, so I was like, I'm just gonna stay here.
I want my tank top back! I want my tank top! Help me! And so I was running, and I ran into a bear.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, this bear was like,
not for nothing, eh? But I don't want you here. There's already shambling people about, and, you mind if I eat you? I'm like, no, I just really don't. Okay, well, I'm gonna kill you then. Like, I'd rather you didn't. And then I died horribly, and I was like, well...
But your backpack was closer than mine was. We never got my backpack back.
No, we never did, because we were like, this server is absolute, like completely fucked.
Let's go again.
Yep.
Let's go again.
Yep, so in this server with Nicole, we found this neighborhood.
Amazing.
This really huge, not really huge neighborhood, but it was like a street of buildings.
Yeah, which is rare.
But mind you, there were a lot of zombies. So one of the really cool parts of the game for me personally was being able to plan out our days, because we were in the crap shack and we already found that neighborhood prior, but we had nothing. We had like little like crappy like wooden sticks and crap to like beat zombies with, like, you know, little
not effective
little clubs. Yeah, not effective at all. So what we did was like, okay, we're gonna make bows and arrows. We're gonna make all the arrows that we can. We're gonna go to that neighborhood tomorrow morning and we're gonna take it. We're gonna kill all the zombies. We're gonna find a building to establish ourselves in.
Sparta!
Yep, exactly.
Wait, that's not how that goes.
Well, what is it?
Is it for Sparta?
Is it for Sparta? Spartans! I remember Frodo.
I remember that one.
The Lord of the Rings.
Frodo.
But the thing is, they thought they were gonna die. Which I think is
more
appropriate.
Accurate.
Yep,
We
yep.
thought we were gonna die.
So we made a bunch of bows and arrows, and like, I think Nicole like wandered off into some building like, ooh, what's in this one? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And he went around somewhere, so I was alone, like, chipping like a little bow and arrow, like, at like a different like horde of zombies, and there was a fat one, there was a nurse one, there were two regular ones.
The fat one, there was like a bloater that just like spewed like infection
oh, yeah, that's
at
disgusting.
you. That's nasty.
I think it was in like a parking garage in our other server though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a huge... But, okay, so like the gist of that really is that there's a wide variety of buildings that you can find. Because there are two ways to like generate a game. There's like a preordained map, and then you can enter a randomly generated game. Which is cool. Which is pretty freaking cool. But we managed to take back the neighborhood.
Yeah, we did.
We managed to kill them all.
And we took a... What is the building? It's like in a kind of like a store and apartment above.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this store shop downstairs, and then there's like a living area up top with a fridge.
Oh, yeah,
and
so
kitchen,
like someone's
beds.
apartment was up top. Yeah, we are... probably have to send Chaingear some screenshots of of the stuff that we actually made here. Oh my god, it's really great. I'm really proud of what we were able to do. But this game isn't the best in terms of its build. Mm-mm. Because Nicole got we were hungry, so as we were piling everything into like the fridge and like little chests and stuff, trying to figure out what we needed to do in order to make a forge, Nicole decided to venture out
to get the package. There was a supply cache.
Oh, right. So every so often, what's the phrase? Every so often. That doesn't sound right.
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Every so often. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. The English language just got deleted for a second in my brain here. Every so often, a plane will fly overhead with this horrible sound. And you're like, what is that? And it'll fly overhead, and it drops supply caches. Now these could be weapon diagrams. This could be medical supplies. This could be actual guns.
Or food.
Or food.
I've gotten food.
You gotten food? What kind of food? You've been holding out on me?
No, I think there was like 1 or 2 cans.
Okay.
I think it was one of the old servers.
Small can of salmon. Great.
Amazing. That'll last me a day.
No, not even. Like probably an hour.
Yeah, maybe.
So Nicole was like, okay, I'll go get it. Oh yeah, we were talking like, okay, who wants to, we all assign tasks to each other. So who wants to fortify the house? Who wants to go like, shovel around to see if we can find some clay? Who wants to do this? And Nicole was like, okay, I'll go get the supply cache then.
I didn't trust myself to go do it.
So when she left, she found a pig. And this pig was running around. She's like, oh, sweet, food. I'll get some food for my friends. But suddenly, when she smacked the pig, she got caught somewhere, and we hear through the headset, guys, I'm stuck. And I'm like, you're stuck? Mind you, it's almost night. It is literally like the sun is setting, and we're like, okay, the zombies are about to go. It's like day 3, right? Mm-hmm. What do you mean you're stuck? She's like, I can't. I'll send you a screenshot. Now this screenshot.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was, you haven't seen it? No. It's this completely white void. The game is not loaded whatsoever except for her and the pig that's in front of her. You see her UI, her hand holding a club, and the pig in front of that, but the game isn't loaded whatsoever. It's all gray, it's all white, it looks like a neutral space that developers can put, like, crap into. So she was like, oh my god. So it was kind of like Stranger Things.
She went to another plane of existence.
Yeah, our friend got sucked into the upside down. And we're being like, where did she go? Now, mind you, me and Andrew are both infected.
Oh yeah,
because we got smacked by zombies taking back this neighborhood. So
Kate had the medical supplies from the cache.
It wasn't Kate, it was Nicole.
Oh,
Kate needs it. So Elizabeth, Kate, if you're listening, we need to get you this game.
Yes,
this is a fantastic, horrible game. Anyway, so
Nicole had all the supplies.
Nicole had all the supplies, and mind you, also everything that we needed, the rest of the materials that we needed in order to make a forge. And antibiotics. So we needed her to be alive, because if not, once the blood mood comes, you become a zombie or you like die automatically or something like that. She said something very cryptic before she left. So Nicole had to exit out. She had to like restart her application, then restart her PlayStation to get back in. So this game is not very well built. There's also like
bugs.
A lot of bugs. A lot of bugs. And it's like horribly animated and stuff like that. But it's still, it's extremely absorbing. It's really is extremely absorbing. So
you
like,
can play it for hours.
Oh yeah, which we tried to do, but homework and school.
Yay!
So, go ahead and tell me what else that you like or that you want to do in 7 Days to Die. Like where really that appeal lies for you.
Well, I want to reach the 7 days. I want to know what happens when you reach that blood moon. I also want to know how it progresses, because it gets progressively harder to live.
Right.
I kind of want to build like this intense place with a lot of resources and stuff, because there's a lot of resources that don't show up on the crafting menu until you build, like, for example, like the forge. You can build more things with the forge that weren't available before.
Yep.
So I want to know how much can I build.
Yep. Because there are guns. We found like gun parts and gun schematics and crap like that. And we made cowboy hats and dusters. But every time we try to wear cool clothing, it's like, you're overheated. I'm like, but I want to wear this cool shit.
I want to wear my duster.
Yep. And you can make bandanas, and you can make goggles.
Aviator goggles.
I have iron gauntlets now.
Do you?
I do.
Need to see those.
Because the way you get iron is that you chisel away at stones for like a half hour. And get all you have to smelt that down as well. There's another story that I want to do. We decided to really fortify the crap out of the apartment that we were staying in. So what you could do is that you could put spikes around the perimeter. So I decided to put 2 rows of wooden spikes around the entire length of our building.
Lots of spikes.
So when night came, and Nicole was back and she was healthy and she was back with us, we heard lots of screaming. Now mind you, zombies are also attracted to noise in this game. So when
and raw meat.
Oh yeah, and raw meat. And they can smell you.
Meat, just in general.
Just in general, they can smell meat. They'll be able to like come to wherever it is.
They will find you.
And they will kill you. Or they have a very particular set of skills. Like biting. And scratching. And crying. And spitting out acid. And giving us dysentery.
Oh god.
Which, by the way, I did have dysentery and I had like diarrhea for 45 minutes and I kept getting thirsty and thirsty and thirsty. I did die from dysentery. What is this, Oregon Trail?
Yes.
Oh, this is nonsense. Anyway, so we have like this open set of windows. So what happened is that you only saw one zombie.
Yeah, so I was like, I can kill it.
So what did you do?
We live on the second floor.
We live on the second floor.
Just in case zombies come in, we can fortify the second floor. So there's this giant hole on the second floor. And so it's our lookout. I looked out, like, oh, look, it's one little zombie. He's getting hit by the spikes. I'm gonna go down and get him. And I jumped down, and then like there were 4 other like zombies, and they were running.
4 became 6. 6 became 7.
It just progressively got worse. And it's nighttime, so they're all running after me.
Yep.
And Chris was like, "Why did you do that? Why?" And I was like, "I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. Come back inside. I'm coming.
But the thing is, you're also trying to avoid the spikes because there are 2 rows of them around the house, so you have to
you have to like make wide turns to avoid them.
Yep, or you have to go down a very like specific sliver of open space in order to get to the door.
You don't want to run through there.
No, you don't, because the zombies do. But also, it got to the point where like an entire row of spikes disappeared because the zombies were like all kept on there. So come the next morning, I imagine that when we go back, there's just going to be zombie corpses upon corpses upon corpses in the spikes that we set up.
It was great.
Oh man, I really want to see what the other biomes are though. I want to see
I want the snow one. I want to see what the winter biome.
Apparently, that one's really crap to work in because
because it's snow, everything's dead.
Yeah, everything's dead. First of all, and also you won't be able to see clay.
No, that's true.
I think that was like our biggest issie before is that we couldn't find clay at all.
We were in like dirt biome. The burnt, scorched desert.
The burnt, scorched desert.
Fucking
Fucking
awful.
We weren't where we needed to be as like the base form of that. But so it got to the point where I was digging this gigantic hole in the riverbed, being like, I'm gonna strike clay eventually.
I watched you from my bridge tower, like.
Oh yeah, so tell the viewers about the house that we built on the bridge.
One of our most successful houses was we found a bridge and we were like, oh, fantastic, we can have like an endless supply of water. So we built it on the bridge. And we built the first floor, and I was starting on the second floor, and it was pretty great. We could go on either side. However, somehow there was a storm and there was lightning and shit, and then one time I walk outside and the bridge is like half gone.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
It was
like,
so weird.
But we put spikes on it and zombies weren't able to come in, so who cares? And then a bunch of dogs.
And then the dogs came after us, and you were like, the dogs are the worst. Dogs are worse than zombies.
Dogs? Okay, there are two kinds of enemies that I hate in games. I hate dogs and I hate flying things. They're never fun to kill for me. I hate them. I hate them so much. Probably from like Resident Evil, because dogs are horrible to deal with. But I digress. Proceed.
It was pretty cool. We had stairs going up, and we had like fortified doors, and it was on the bridge, so it was like,
iron fortified doors too.
Fortified doors. It was harder to get to for us because it's like for zombies, because like you could hear zombies, but then you would look out,
and they're loud.
They were on the river. They were like they were trying to like get onto the bridge from the river, and I was like, oh, you suck.
And they kept running into the spikes, which is amazing. So we're like,
great.
this is foolproof.
It was pretty good, but we ran out of food.
Yep, eventually, because like we kill everything that like had food, and we weren't able to find a forge or like make a forge because we didn't have the same materials. But I like that house a lot. Like, that was pretty foolproof. Now, mind you, when we say infinite supply of water, of course, like we said before, you do need to keep yourself hydrated, but you need to boil. You take glasses, and you go to the river, and you dunk the glasses in the river, and now you have a bottle of dirty water.
Then you gotta boil it.
You gotta boil it, right? So you need a freaking cooking pot.
No.
To boil the water.
Do you?
You do. You need to boil the water. And if you boil the water, then you can drink it. So we had like, we were good on water, but we didn't have enough for food. And we couldn't make a forge. We didn't. We needed a forge to make most basic things.
And we found a cooking pot.
We did find a cooking pot. We found multiple cooking pots, actually.
Yeah,
There's anything that I want to do in this game, like my goals for like,
I want to build like a city.
Yeah, I want to build like a gigantic, tall-ass tower with multiple fail-safes. Like, we'll have rooms for all of us, but like, say zombies break in, we could just go up and up and up and up and up. Where we have,
room?
Yeah, where we have multiple like caches of like, okay, here's where guns are for this floor, or let's have axes for this floor. Like, it's gonna be this like tower of death, and it's gonna be amazing.
Spikes.
There is a game that I want us to get. I told you about Don't Starve, right?
Yes.
Have you ever seen images of this?
Yes.
Look,
it's cute.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's same screen co-op. I know it's same screen co-op for 7 Days to Die here. I know that you can do same screen stuff, which is awesome because
that's great.
Games. Can you look up and see if Don't Starve Together is same screen co-op?
Okay.
Because you could play with up to 6 players in a single server, and that sounds amazing to me.
How many players can you play with the 7 Ways to Die? Because it's such a huge map. I feel like you could have like a lot of people
that's a very good
on
question.
the same map.
Where did I found? I'll go look it up.
I'll look up Don't Start Together.
So, I think you really like the art style too, because it's real Tim Burton-y and really cartoony and really decrepit, but really charming and like a bubbly at the same time. Let's see. What's going on here? So we're looking this up.
Live Googling.
Yep.
This is what you guys came here to listen to.
We're not a very professional podcast, you know that now. So, let's see. 7 Days to Die. Days to Die. Player limit. That's a good word, right? PS4. The player limit on PS4 is... it's on Co-Optimus. Co-Optimus is a fantastic website that me and Chaingear used to use a lot. Or it might have been this. Yeah, it was definitely this. Because it tells you core features of cooperative games on like any platform you have your choice. So local co-op, 2 players. Online co-op, 8 players. Oh, then it tells you if you can have LAN or system links. So how about on Co-Optimus here?
It says that there's no local screen, same screen split.
Oh, really?
Co-op, yeah. But we both have PS4s. So.
We do. And it's $15, by the way.
Right now?
Cheaper than this. And a lot more expensive than this,
a little
actually.
bit more money.
So, hold on. Let's see.
I don't have a job.
Don't Starve multiplayer together. Play blah 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 blah. It's $15. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have same screen, but like it does support with up to 6 players. Yeah. 7 Days to Die.
I'm gonna see if Cafe wants to get it.
Yeah, she should. She really freaking should.
And Kate will get it soon. She has a job now, so that's great.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to have like
Squad.
another hangout game, because Minecraft does that, but we can only like do so much there. You know what I mean? I would like a more intensive experience to share with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I think there's just the intense focus on survival in 7 Days to Die just pushes you to continue playing.
It does get stressful though.
It does.
And it's like, oh god, I've been pooping myself for the past 20 minutes, and now I'm dehydrated, and now like my arm is missing, and now I can't do this, and now like everything's broken, and I have to make another thing, and also I'm starving enough because I have this. I'm still thirsty. Why am I still thirsty? It's all pooping out. Everyone's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, every life existence is pain. Mr. Meekseek's existence is pain. I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah, it's like I might as well die to reset rather than do this. Oh wait, we didn't talk about the skill points. You can level up skills in this freaking game. So
which is pretty chill. I like it.
It's kind of like Skyrim in a sense that the more you do something, the more you level up in it. So let's say that you spend like 45 minutes like
chipping away.
You get up your skill in mining, or you spend like an hour fortifying like a piece of wood or like your house. Construction. Yes, exactly. Weaponsmithing. Athletics. Blunt weapons. Sharp weapons.
Also, if you keep maintaining your health and stamina well, then you continuously raise your maximum health.
Oh yeah, and that's awesome because no other game does that. Because like it's like you're getting more fit.
Yeah.
You're taking care of your body, so like the most that your body can do increases. So there is realism in that respect, because goddamn does it have to make up for the lack of realism in like the actual graphics, because it still looks like poopy.
It's amazing when you eat, just like rub it against your face.
Oh yeah, that's great. There was a game that me and Quincy played. How to Survive, which was it was a 3D isometric zombie survival game, and the way that you drink water is that you scoop it and you slap it against your face. So every time that me and Quincy would hang out, we would just do this motion. You can't see it, guys, but like we would do like this motion of slapping our faces together. We'd be like, I'm thirsty. Like, yeah, you want something? Yep.
That's incredible.
There is a PS4 edition to that now, but it's not great. It really isn't that great. This game is definitely something I want to go back to.
It's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, it's how much did we pay for it?
30 or something.
30? Yeah, it definitely is worth it because there's so many like biomes, so many things to craft, so many like,
you can spend hours on it.
Different ways to play the game. And also, what's great about this that I think more other survival games need to make note of is that you can customize the world to your liking. Like customize like different sorts of settings, like weather, zombies, like that sort of thing. Because that would be really great to play in a zombie-free zone. Just to dick around and like craft stuff and like make stuff. That'd be really freaking awesome. Scout for food. Oh man, and that would make it into an actual survival experience rather than a zombie apocalypse experience. Which
There's
is gonna
something
be
charming about the zombie apocalypse, though.
Yeah. In a gaming world that's smothered in zombie games.
This is true.
We'll figure it out. But for right now, that's definitely my Peaches pick for what you definitely should look at if you're not exactly have a ton of cash right now, but are definitely curious about it and want something to play with your friends. 7 Days to Die is definitely that. Now, I tried to make this shorter for you guys because I know that you guys already have a segment of me and Chaingear waffling on for hours and hours and hours and hours through Gearcast. So here, Peaches Picks, I'm going to try to keep it succinct. And for the next Peaches Picks, will hopefully come out the week after next, you, me, and the Black Knight of comic books, Jair James, are going to revisit Batman Begins.
Yeah!
And we're going to talk about why these DC movies work. We're going to go through Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises, and we're going to talk about why those work.
As opposed to the new ones.
Not that we don't like Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is a good Batman.
He's a good Batman.
Even though he kills people.
That's not his choice, though.
What do you mean it's not his choice? He murders people.
No,
anyway.
as in terms of, like, Ben Affleck didn't choose that.
You're right. Exactly.
Writers.
Zack Schneider.
Someone shoot him.
Go soak. Whoa. I was just going to say go soak your head, but.
Go somewhere else.
Whatever gets you out of Hollywood. I don't really care. I'm not condoning that you go out and kill
Don't
Zack
kill
Schneider.
him.
Don't do that. Maybe he's a nice person. Maybe he's a really nice guy. Maybe he's the kind of guy that gives hobos $20 bills in the street. We don't know, but he makes very bad movies. Anyway, we're going to go revisit Christopher Nolan's masterpiece of a trilogy, Batman Begins.
What was good?
The Dark Knight.
What was bad?
The Dark Knight Rises.
Why it works better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But for right now, you stay frosty, everybody. Like this video if you, not really video. Like this audio blurb if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. But tell us why in the comments. And if you have a survival game that you're addicted to, why don't you tell us about it? Maybe we'll try it out. If you want to see me and Ange play 7 Days to Die on Chaingear's channel, you better let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see more of me, go on Instagram.com/@HeyTherePeaches for art, daily as much as I can now that the semester started. If you want to hear my ramblings and different sorts of like top lists and different sorts of commentary in the video game industry, you go on medium.com/@HeyTherePeaches. All this stuff will be in the description below. But if people want to see you, tell us about the comics that you're writing and tell us about where they can find more of you.
Oh, well, me and a friend write a comic called Gay Fangs Comic. It's a little bit on a hiatus because we're starting school. It's a little stressful.
How many followers do you have that now?
God, I haven't checked in a while. Last I checked, it was about 300. This is a new comic. It's not even a year old.
That's
so that
really
was kind of
cool.
surprising. I was like, oh my god.
That is really cool.
And there's only there's barely 2 chapters out. Pretty cool. But that's on Tumblr, gayfangscomic.tumblr.com. Super chill. If you want to follow my art blog, I mostly post on Instagram, which is just Mita_Miha. And Facebook, Mita Miha Art. That's about it.
Oh, and you have a Twitter.
Oh, I have a Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
I don't really do anything on Twitter.
Yes, you do. You reblog my stuff.
That's my purpose. That's my only purpose on Twitter.
Oh, I mean, I definitely appreciate that, but if you want to do that as well, dear viewer, go ahead and follow me on Twitter @YourPalPeaches, where I'm really sarcastic and I tweet at developers that I like and be like, I love you, give me things.
Give me things.
Right now, you stay frosty, everybody. Thank you.
It's toasty out there.
Bye.